Morning, everybody. It's Friday morning. Kids are at school. Got the horses fed. We got a busy day today. The wife and I are packing up. We're going to fly out to Kansas City, Missouri. I've been looking for a truck for quite a while, ever since I got rid of mine. I finally found one, and we're going to go get it this weekend. So luckily, my wife's on spring break, and she's going with me. We ended up narrowing it down to between a 2004, 2006 Chevy, GMC, or Dodge. Problem with the Dodge is, and you got a family, if you want a crew cab, you either got to get the mega cab and you lose your 8-foot bed, or you get your 8-foot bed and you got a small back seat. So luckily enough, I was able to find a 2004 diesel Chevy, and it was under 100,000 miles. So what we ended up doing was we got the Carfax, we got the car history report all online. I ended up FaceTiming with the dealership, and they took me around the truck, you know, just like I'm doing with my camera. And so the only thing I really couldn't do was test drive it, but I also checked out the ratings on the dealership, and they were 4.9 stars out of 5. So right now everything looks to be pretty good, but and it was in my budget down to. So we'll take you on our trip with you. I'll let you in on one little secret though, but I hate flying. Ever since our honeymoon, we lost altitude and I came up out of my seat. Ever since then, I'm not a big fan of it. So you might see me out here crying later, but we'll keep you informed and keep you with us. All right, so we made it through security checkpoint. One problem, I dropped my license while we were in line. I couldn't find it. It was a moment of panic, but then one of the guys found it and started calling my name out loud on the loudspeaker. But no problems. We're in about an hour and a half before our flight, so we're just walking around, probably going to get some food. You know, when you go somewhere, you just got to eat no matter what, whether you're hungry or not. So stay tuned.
We will be closing our cabin door. There's no smoking at any time on board. Sir.
All right, so we landed in Kansas City, Missouri. It's a beautiful day out here. The sun is shining. My wife's trying to hike because she does not want to be on video. We just set up the Uber thing, so we're waiting like 8 minutes for Kevin to come get us. So before I got on the plane, you probably saw me. I did the mark of a cross. Well, I always try to bless the plane and say a little prayer before I get on it, just to make sure it makes it here all right. So, all right, we'll keep you up to date. We're waiting for Kevin. All right, here we are, Kansas City. We made it. We picked up the truck. I'm going to give you a quick peek here of it. All right, so while we're in town, we came down to the stockyards to check them out. Really isn't much to see, but all right, so this is pretty cool. We came to the Livestock Exchange building. And come to find out, it's like a self-guided tour, but a guy told us to come check out the bathrooms because they were all original. So I came in here, and it is pretty neat. Look at that old can. So it's pretty neat on our tour. They got this open house of galleries that are here on the 7th floor. We went on one that was up on the 8th floor, but it's pretty neat. They're all got wine here and food and crackers, and look at this little thing here. I mean, it's just all kinds of different art. So it's pretty cool. It's like a self-guided tour. You go through the exchange building. We walked in the door downstairs and I didn't see much, and I was getting a little worried. But it's actually pretty impressive. I love this old history stuff. We're going to go through more of these studios and check them out. So this is some of the stuff I was hoping to come see, was all these original panels and these things. I'm going to try and pry one out and take it home with me. I was born 100 years too late. Alright, so we're halfway between St. Louis and Kansas City, and the wife has this bright idea she wants to go antiquing. So now this trip just got more expensive. Alright, so we're in Illinois. Today's kind of been like a fart in the wind. We've just been blowing around and really haven't seen anything. We tried to get to St. Louis, maybe thinking we'd see some Clydesdales, and we went to the Grant Farms, and they don't open for the season until next weekend. So then I realized that we passed the breeding farm on our way to St. Louis. So to make this worthwhile, we stopped in Casey, Illinois, to the world's largest golf tee. That's right. There it is in all its glory. So as we were pulling into town here, the other fun facts are Casey also has the world's largest wind chime. I don't think we're going to go find that today. The largest tee is just too much excitement. One more we couldn't handle. But they also have the world's largest knitting needle. That looked like it was someplace. And they got a sign that says coming soon, the world's largest rocking chair. So my goal is to go home and I'm going to build one bigger than theirs. So they're going to get it for like a week, because my rocking chair is going to be larger. So stay tuned for that video. Alright, so I lied. The excitement has only just begun. We went in the clubhouse and they got a whole list here. This town is amazing. Listen to the world's largest things that they have. I already told you about the chime, the rocking chair, the knitting needle, and crochet hook. They've also got the world's largest mailbox, wooden shoes, world's largest pitchfork. That's our next stop. Then they got the big ear of corn, the big bird cage. Oh, these aren't the world's largest, but these are big things. The big pencil, the big yardstick. I can't see how that's over 3 feet. And a big wooden token. Let's see here. All right, pitchfork's next. Let's check it out. All right, here we are at the world's largest pitchfork. This town is awesome. There's a little restaurant here. It's down a little dead-end street. I wish I was hungry because I'd go in and check it out. Let's get a closer look. There's my wife taking pictures. Don't tell her I put her on video. All right. The video's not going to do it justice, but we're at the world's largest rocking chair. That son of a gun is up there. And just across the street, the world's largest wind chime. This is Americana. America at its best. Small town America. Let's get a closer look at this bad boy. About to make it chime. All right, next up's the pencil. I don't know if it's the world's largest, but it's a big one. Casey, Illinois. Okay, there's the world's largest mailbox. I could live in that thing. Actually going up in the world's largest mailbox. This is going to be cool. So I am in it. This is what it feels like to be a piece of mail. So I'm coming up to the front. I got like a glass thing. There's my wife out there. All right. World's largest wooden shoes. We gotta look through the window. There's a pair of them. There's one on the other side. In the world's largest bird cage. I hear the seat creaking. It's getting dark and hard to see, but there's the world's largest crochet hook. Here's their certificate. Largest knitting needle, 13 feet. And that is right here against the wall. There's actually a picture of somebody working on it. Alright, so our journey has come to an end. We finally made it home. So we made a few stops on the way home today. I wasn't able to get them on videotape, but we went through Anderson, Indiana. This one was my fault. And Cowpokes Work and Western Wear. Great little store. Lots of variety if you're in the area. And then, of course, I let the wife drive so I could take a nap. And then I wake up and we found ourselves in another antique parking lot. But anyways, we're home. So in Psalms chapter 37, verse 4, it says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." Now, that doesn't always mean a truck, but give your petitions to God, and he will grant them. The one thing we have to do is be patient. We have to allow it in God's time, and he knows what's best for us. So, life isn't always a highway. Sometimes you just got to get off and slow down, whether it's to look for the world's largest rocking chair or the world's largest tea.